if I offered to show you the simple strategy that I use to overcome 1277 losing days to consistent profits without all these complexity and 1000 indicators that leave you with no understanding, would you be interested? Well, if you are interested, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So make sure you stick around for this breakdown. Let's get right into it. Today is a brand new month. It's now February 1 and it's 10:59, almost 11 o'clock in Jamaica. And we'll be going over a banger breakdown. We're on our US30, the Dow Jones, and let's get right into it. So first, if you are new to the channel, I'm going to show you this, but if you are old to the channel, you would already know. So if you are old to the channel, you would know that once you see our blue rectangles, you know that is our strong level of support resistances. And those are areas where the market either push strong from in a buy, or the market push strong from in a sell. So we see price acted as a resistance right here where it's sold, and price acted as a support where it bought. So those are strong level of support resistances. Those are our areas, so we want to mark them out at first because those are where the market usually reverses from. So we don't want to be in a trade and we just see the market out of nowhere just start going against us and we are saying, but wait, how did that happen? This is usually why it happens, because the market comes to a strong level of support resistance, and which I draw those areas in blue with a blue rectangle, and I just cover the little wick area, use the discretion to cover that area to say that okay, price reacted very strong from this level on or rejected it. So we see rejection, so we cover that little wick area, and you see I do it here. At the current moment, these ones all the way down here wouldn't be that important because they are all the way, the price is all the way up here. So we keep it relevant to price. So we notice that price is between these three ones. So we keep these close. If price should break out at this one now, then we'll be focused on this one. But I like to just keep my overall charts clean because these are so strong and they are formed on the daily. I don't have to keep drawing them over and over again, so I keep those. So those are my strong level of daily support resistances. That is where I start from on any chart, any markup, any period that I go, and this is always what I do to mark out that. And then, you know, if you're new, you don't know, but if you're old, you know. Then we go to our market structure. And again, I'm going to say this 1,000 times until you understand. The market structure is when the market create lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend and higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend. This is how the market would look. Let us look at it on a line chart so you can see, and you can see how it looks. You see? Look and see and tell me if you don't see it looks exactly like this on the line chart. So that is our market structure. And you notice on that one, what you saw the market was doing. The market was going up because that was an uptrend. And we see it happening over here. Let us look for a downtrend. We see that one acting like a downtrend. So that is our market structure. This one is not so clean now, but it's still same market structure. The market creating lower highs and lower lows in a sell, and higher highs and higher lows in a buy. Look at it. Let us show the representation. So we see that it be a downtrend, and then we see the market start pushing up and creating a uptrend. So that is how we look for our market structure. And I go on the 2-hour time frame. I don't do it on any time frame other than the 2-hour time frame, because that's where I keep mine simple and I understand it very well. So this is where there were some brilliant moves in the week. It was a little choppy here, but then some nice little moves were right here. You could have caught a nice little move right here. Let me show you how you could have caught it. How we get to our market structure, what I do is I wait for one price to break below in a sell, and then one price to close below to confirm. And I do this on the 2-hour time frame. As I said, I do this on the 2-hour time frame, and then I draw up my secret sauce zone. I remember, if you want to get a secret sauce, you have to link the Cold Mansion Boss. That's the only way that you can get it. So we see price was pushing from here currently, price never came back all the way to our secret sauce zone right here. So you wouldn't have caught the trade right here, but look where price came to the secret sauce zone. Price came to it over here, and we see that one. Price never even push from that one. It had the next one again. So you have to know where those secret sauce zones are. So here is one. And this is the one that price pushed from, where you could have caught an easy trade once price gave us our confirmation, which is a resistance in our secret sauce zone. And if you want to get more deep on that, remember, click the link in the description and get into that. I have a paid group. I have free trial, so you can test it out, test the secret sauce zone, go in the group, ask me questions, and so you can get results for yourself. So this is how you would get the entry for that. And we see how price push from here. You could have easily caught a nice trade if I want to go for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. But if you want to keep more consistent and have a higher win rate, I would say it's best to go for a 1 to 2. But you see how price push from our secret sauce zone. And what we do is we draw this from before, and then we just set an alert. Price stops back into them. Then we get our trade. So that is how a trade like that would be looking for us. Currently now, the market rejected our strong level of support resistance. In this case, it was a support because the market bought from the area. And then now we have our market structure. So we see price brought a little above this one. But guess what? The red candle close a little bit low. So currently for me, this is not a confirmed breaker structure. So I currently would look for sells. I would have to see a brand new structure form, just like how I showed you how the previous one right here would look. That is how I look for it all the time. So you're going to see all my trades looking the exact same way in terms of the principle, which is our market structure. And then we wait for a confirmation of that market structure, that it confirmed that it broke, and then we wait for our secret sauce zone on the 5-minute time frame, and then we wait for a support or resistance forming at the secret sauce zone. That is a simple process, and I call it the direction, the validation, and then the execution. Simple as a ABC. A baby can understand it, but you have to know what you're doing. So if you're not clear and you're not sure, remember, tap the link into the description and get it. Free trial too, so no risk. No risk. You can just try it, and if you don't like it and it's not for you, then you know what to do. You can cancel anytime, but I'm sure that you're gonna get better entries. Not a financial claim, but it's what I use every day to make consistent profits from the market. So I tell you, I am 100% certain that it works. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm gonna win every trade, or I'm not gonna lose money and all of that. I could even blow my account, but still I know what works. And that is the exact thing that I showed you. So currently not much to do on US30 because waiting for a brand new structure to form. So if I was waiting for buy, I would want something like this. Price to stay above here, create a brand new breaker structure, and then push up. That's for sell. If it for buy mistake, if it was for sell, then we'd wait for it to push down and then push down to here. So this is what I would look for US30. As you know, if you are new here, you would know, but my old persons, my students that are always here on the Cold Mansion channel, they know that in the week we're going to do a follow-up breakdown, and trust me, you're going to see something work out just like we said. So waiting for that brand new structure, and then once we get that brand new structure, then we take a trade when we get to our confirmation. So that is it for the US30. Let us now go on our next favorite pair, which we've been killing. You can see the results on my X profile, and you can see it also here on my YouTube channel where I do the breakdowns. Is the VIX75. This one is a synthetic indices, so it's not available for like in North America, I think. But I love this pair. This pair, actually, I kill this pair. I love it so much. So it's the same process. Currently, because of how the market structure is and the price is in the lowest it has ever been since like 2017. So I can't draw these blue rectangles all the way down here. I have to draw them these blue lines, but these are still daily support resistances. So you see price pushing from them, but it's still the same concept, and we're waiting for our market structure. Price broke below here, then price is creating a support right here. I don't like this price action, so guess what I'm doing? I'm being patient and staying out of the market, because remember, patience pays. So if you want to get your pay, you have to be patient. Wait on your setups, wait on the market to create those proper breakoff structures, or reject the strong level of support resistances, and then you can take a trade. We're not going to rush and take these unclean setups and then we chasing the market and doing all of that, and then when the market creates a nice setup, then we aren't there to take it, because we are already blown our account chasing the foolish setup. So waiting on our clean setup. So currently again on the VIX75, I don't see anything clear. I've been catching these trades. If you see them in the Telegram group or on the X channel, you can see them. And this is how we catch in these entries, and you're going to see all my entries stay the same, because I take them the same way. We've been killing, we call it these sells, call it these sells over here, we call it some little buys here, and that is how we come in. Of course, you're losing trades still, because I'm not going to sell you any perfection, but I can tell you that the process works if you work it. So remember, if you want to get the process, you want to get that simple strategy, that simple execution system, direction, validation, execution, click the link in the description. You have a free trial, no risk. And then, but you see, because I know that if you put in the work, you're going to get some better results, and your process is going to be better. You're going to understand that chart breakdown, because remember, we want to make consistent profits and grow so we can take care of our families. You see, because I know that you're going to just be sending me screenshots of better entries, that you understand the breakdown better, plus I'll be answering your questions. So it is a no-brainer, and that is if you're satisfied with the results, you can continue struggling, figuring it out alone. And that is if you figure it out. But the sauce is here, the secret sauce. So remember, if you want to get the secret sauce, link the code mention boss. That's the only way that you can get it. Click the link in the description for that. Hope you guys got a lot of value. Know you guys got a lot of value, and I'll see you again in the week on the next breakdown. So that's it for this one. Peace.